very imperative. But no grenades in sight except for the TNT dynamite you'll be seeing later on from this Steve. So obviously, those who know Smash Ultimate currently, Steve is abundant and clearly one of the best characters to be on the game. And for good reason, right? Has so many tools in their kit to be able to just like build anything your heart's desire. Has tons of great confirms just like that based off of just a wooden weapon itself you're able to do so much with. And you have the ability to dig to create stronger materials to be able to fight off later on.
Yeah, Steve is an absolute menace, and especially on this stage, this being one of Steve's best, if not his actual best stage in a lot of matchups.
The materials, bro.
The materials are great. Just the way the platforms are set up are incredible. It's all gravy for Steve. And yeah, this is a interesting matchup on the other side though, because Lima is a player who is so down to go for the degenerate stuff. Like at any point, you know, you'll see on Twitter, somebody's like, I just played Lima for 3 hours and I want to quit this game. I never want to play again. So
it's really cool seeing Lima still playing Bayonetta even after like the drastic change from Smash 4 to Ultimate. And like still representing this character saying, hey, you know, she's obviously not as broken as she was back in Smash 4, but she's still got some sauce.
Yeah, it has a lot going on for her. And we see already, though, one of the downsides of this matchup is the speed at which Bayonetta plays the game results in Steve having infinite materials. So at any point in this game, Steve is going to have everything he could possibly want. Wow, little weird interaction there with the first hit getting parried and the second hit clanking with the up tilt. That probably would have been death for Bayo, but luckily for Lima, a little bit more time to live on this life.
Okay, 150 damage. Lima trying to keep it. Okay, goodbye. Catching out Syrup for stock. You gotta remember that Syrup was originally one of the premier Nesses that you would see on the bracket. Obviously, when Steve comes out, this character feels way nicer in their hands. They still sometimes bust out the Ness depending on the matchup, but more often than not, Steve can get the job done against anyone.
Yeah, and gets the job done once again with that back air. I like to talk a little bit on this stage about the levels of Steve, because Steve has different like forms on this stage. Yeah, like sort of like a boss. And the first one, you know, when he still has those dirt blocks, when he has the wood blocks, doesn't have any good tools, that's already over. The second one, you know, when he's working through those stone blocks and doesn't quite have all the iron and diamonds he wants, that's already over too. We're in phase 3. We're in the final boss form of Steve. But Bayo is a character that is equipped to fight this final boss. As we see this back air come out, it does not matter how much materials you have. Lima is always able to find big openings, always able to build that percent, Asti.
Especially the afterburner kicks coming in clutch. There was a time when we saw one that Lima, okay, hold on a second, going off the top rope with those forward air conversions, getting the 3-hit combo off there off the top. Already 91 damage, looking for another one. I mean, Bayonetta's got some great combo starters, right? Down tilt being a nice one that just pops the opponent ever so nicely into the air to be able to confirm with whatever you want. The double afterburner kick does a back air off the stage. That's looking a little bit untechable. Gonna nail Lima game number 1.
Yeah, just a absolute clinical performance from Lima there. Does not force the issue against Steve, and there are some characters where you have to force the issue. If Steve gets the diamonds, if Steve gets all the minecarts he wants, you're never gonna win. Lima has the luxury of playing a character, plays the game a little bit slower, finds the opening when he needs to, and secures the stocks, secures the game. Really nice back air. Just the classic trope. But yeah, I mean, this is not the first time these players have played. I think this is time number 4. It is a 2-1 lead for Lima in the set count, but Syrup did win the last one. So at I think Saturday Stadium 5, if I recall correctly, something like that. But yeah, it's always a nail biter when these two play nowadays. Just back and forth.
No stranger to being able to face off against each other. We're going to dive into game number 2. Triplat's Battlefield taking the main stage here for us. So this is a stage that Steve really likes because the placement of the platforms, right? You're able to put walls in between the platforms and kind of make yourself a little bit of a house, which makes it very difficult, especially against the likes of Bayonetta, who's a very airborne-based character, to try to find their way in once you've got your fort set up.
Yeah. A couple of interesting misinputs for Lima. Not sure exactly what those were going for, but I like this ledge trap setup. However, Lima just avoiding it so well with the mobility of Bayonetta, being able to slide back off that ledge and right on it, almost uncontestable. So difficult for Steve to really make that happen, but now we'll see. It's a little bit of backup, a little bit of farming of materials, and a lot less pressure it feels like being exerted this time on Syrup.
Okay, dropping off the ledge with a Nair. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything meaningful off of it. Still kind of struggling to find that opening. And like I said, this is exactly what Syrup wants to do, right? Go back there, we find some diamonds. The diamonds are forever, but that's the one downside of the minecart, right? I mean, it's pretty much easy food, easy pickings to be able to get that witch time activated.
Yeah, and great. Just Ledstrom getting Bayo off the edge there. We see Lima, who've been hanging out on the edge for so long in this game so far, and that has proven to be a fatal flaw as the first lead of the set comes out for Syrup.
Taking an air dodge through, accidentally gets caught off guard by the TNT, right? Tons of stuff being able to throw out here. An up smash ready to rock. 69 damage right now here on Lima. Looking for that nice afterburner kick to be able to just get that combo flowing bit by bit. Another up tilt back air action. Almost had an opportunity to be able to get a kill there too with the minecart. Coming right back down, spending a lot of resources. Try to get the witch time a little bit too far away. Be able to get that chugging.
Yeah, we notice here the pickaxe has been broken for quite some time because that is what it takes to mine on the stage. But we are... Oh, okay. We're still just looking to fight without it. No forward air. No forward air back air in sight. Just a little bit of a punch. But still just wanting to save that for the next stock, but does not actually opt to build the diamond now. Okay, now we see it. So...
Want to get that little smackaroo.
Yeah, you know.
Get him out of here real quick.
Get back. Get back. Oh, and this is almost certainly dead. Oh, okay. A little auto-cancel back air right before, just in case the quick mash-out came.
Yeah. Lima was trying to play the long game there by not going for the mash-out to be able to get called out, but the thing is, Syrup had both options covered.
And still a great lead for Syrup, who's been playing quite evasive this game, not falling for any of the tricks that the previous game proved for Lima, but I mean, this is still anyone's game. As we know, Lima, he's down to do the degenerate, down to go absolutely crazy and make his opponent, fight in insane circumstances. Already picking up a nice combo here, not able to extend it on the top platform, and a trade for Syrup is looking really good for the Steve player, Asti.
Yeah, it's looking very... Oh, hold on a second. Could have been a potential grab. Actually went to the left side instead. Now we're seeing this potential opportunity to get this really big edge guard. Look how far we're falling down with that back air too, dude. 113 damage right now here on Syrup. Desperately trying to get the kill with the double down smash, putting lava here and there. Be able to try to catch someone. They'll throw him back off to the blast zone. Another afterburner kick, double it up. And you got to remember, whenever Bayonetta is going for those afterburner kicks, the more she does it, the longer the landing lag is going to be. Granted, you do a lot of options to be able to try to make it as safe as possible, especially with all these platforms that you can land on. Ooh, forward smash.
Okay, yeah, that's one way to get the stock, and we see 79% and almost no resources. Steve looking incredibly starved for materials. Does get the up air out of that combo, but still has not had the time to build these back up, and forced to use them as a wall. And okay, this time though, Lima's not going to contest. What an incredible feint there, but it's not going to work out. Still, Lima playing very well, but the end lag ends with the anvil disappearing in a PBR to turn around so he can get the back air. Syrup in commanding position here. Just a quick trade to get out of that up smash. Needs to find one more opening to kill, and the back air sends you off like a rocket.
Send him the pickaxe, send him the dead. That's going to be a game tied up right now. 1-1, Syrup putting on a competitive match here. Granted, you did lose a little bit of that stage control, right? What that means is that it's going to be a stage advantage, counter pick advantage going over to Lima. So we got two stages that Lima gets to pick, with Syrup only having one left to go. So we'll see where Lima's going to be able to take Syrup, because Battlefield, that was a whole new Syrup.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting. Something that I noticed a lot throughout that game is Syrup was fighting with no pickaxe. Just straight up, scrapping with only up tilts, minecart,
using his fist.
Yeah, just fist. Yeah,
punch,
there was a time where up tilt back air, but the back air was just the punch. So it just did absolutely nothing. It was kind of funny, but I kind of liked the just keeping the pressure on Lima, not opting to go back and build, and it seemed to work out for Syrup. So I like to see it. A lot of times Steves will frantically build when they're missing a tool, and I'm liking Syrup's play, not falling for that trap. Obviously, played incredibly well that game. We see small Battlefield. Do you think the difference here with the lack of a top platform is going to make a huge deal in this game.
Absolutely. Like I said, that Triplats could have been picked at an opportunity to try to kind of limit Bayonetta's moves. Look right here. All the movement in the world, giving you all that free open space to connect those combos, because what happens is on Battlefield, that top platform interrupts a lot of Bayo's combos. Yes, it allows for extenders to go to the top, but she doesn't really need it, as we just saw. Still kill off the top without that top platform.
All she needs is one little boost, and she will take you right out of here. Already 83%, and just looking like a whole new demon here as this Bayonetta just twisting all over Steve right now.
It's also a bigger stage too. Like, you have more horizontal movement to be able to get all these combos that you're looking for from Lima. Might have been a little bit too claustrophobic on the previous stage, because we are awake and ready to rock. Already 127 damage placed on the board for Syrup.
Up till back air, and another clean confirm.
1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute into the game, 2 stocks are gone.
And no diamonds anywhere near in sight. Oh,
Ooh.
you gotta check those.
Big fan of the basketball combo.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Don't know if it would have mattered if there was a tech. Probably could just drop an anvil that covers every option. Yeah, she did.
Afterburner kick on the block, just put her into free fall off stage. Very wacky physics coming out here. Lima trying to end it all right here with another afterburner kick, making this combo extend for a long time. Gonna get rid of that landing lag by going for the ledge, mind you.
Yeah, some Smash 4 stuff in action. And now it's just looking like there's no respite from this pressure coming out of Lima as it turned the dial up to 11. And a nice little, fair out there, but that actually breaks the pickaxe, and now not gonna be able to fight out with his best tool. Steve is gonna be in a little bit of danger here.
Okay, good tech off the block. Gonna give you right back on the stage instead of being in that disadvantage state, which is so terrible against the likes of Steve. Oh, we jumped! That was like an instinct for Lima, right? Your shield gets hit, so what do? You jump at his shield. But the thing is, the hit was an up smash, and that's a multi-hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a tragic situation. If Lima loses this game, that moment will replay in his head over and over again, because
he's looking promising, though.
Yeah, it looks quite good. Just, witch timing through that minecart, not wanting to deal with it. This one, though, gonna rack up 33% off of a single hit. Absolutely crazy, but a footstool does not connect the full down air. And now, oh no!
No shot! You
like
called
this.
out that far away, that forward smash from so... He charged it on the right side. He charged it for so long, swung into the left. Lima was all the way on the right side and was making movement decisions, and it's like, oh wait, you're charging that? And then air dodged right into it. Are you kidding me right now? I don't know if that was a Hail Mary or just as calculated, but Syrup looking very nice right now with a 2-1 lead over Lima, which for all intents and purposes, that was Lima's game to win. That was Lima's game.
Hold shield for another, half a second, up smash, it's free. Unfortunate.
Free real estate, as that's going to you talked about replaying in Lima's mind. That's what's actually going to be replaying in Lima's mind.
Oh, no.
Holy moly.
A whole second held on that forward smash before Syrup let it rip, and Lima just horrible situation for him to be in.
Yeah.
And now, down 2-1 on winner's life here in this matchup versus Steve. Anything could happen versus Steve at any given time, as we just saw. You do not want to ever be in that spot.
Never. But again, we're going straight back to small battlefield. This stage was the pick, right? This is what was putting Lima in a really good spot until that disastrous ending from the Hail Mary coming out from Syrup. So now Lima got to get something cooking here. Yep. Okay, down tilt. That's going to be the greatest combo start pretty much at any percentage, too.
Yeah, and a quick 64 off the rip. And this is very similar to how we started the last game, except, last game it was literally a kill. So, not surprised to see Lima starting off hot, but after Syrup's performance last game, it doesn't quite matter.
Oh, we're digging for those mats. Again, this isn't PS2 anymore, so it's like, this is more like a evening of materials, right? You have the opportunity to get any sort of materials on a stage like this.
Yeah, neutral materials here, and goes for the down smash, catches the air dodge.
Sick setup coming
out.
That was
really nice. Very creative setups from Syrup.
And putting the block right on top of you, put the down smash to make the lava go a little bit higher into the air to catch up. Because what Syrup's is starting to catch on is that Lima loves being airborne because that's where Bayo's strongest, right? So might as well go up there, match up there with the block to give yourself kind of an aerial down smash. He's looking like Raster right now.
Shout out to Rivals too, as okay, just gets the witch time, but slightly too far away to get the actual stun, and the up tilt back air not connecting. Now Steve is mining up some materials, getting everything he needs to set up for the next stock, but he's still looking for one more big opening. We've seen so much damage can come out if he gets a single hit. Lima not going to give it to him.
And it's still got that really strong backer with that heal, being able to just send opponents flying. We were kind of running low on materials there, but Syrup just found every single material you're looking for currently, except for that precious diamond. Putting up the wall again, because it's less about trying to get the materials and more just finding that shiny blue diamond. We're waiting for it. All of these steel blocks are going to make it pretty much nigh impossible for Lima to like approach at this point. It's not even worth trying to challenge it, right? Because you might die in the process. But now we're going for it. Now that the diamond weapon's up, very scary situation.
Yeah, and it gets that 1, 2, 3, but not the full combo we saw off the down tilt earlier. Perhaps some SDI coming out of Syrup and just intercepting both forward airs coming through. Tries to go off stage, intercept the up B, but now the witch twists are out, going up into the sky. Not going to get a kill, but will certainly take the percent.
Gonna shield right through that Anvil. Anvil taking some of those steel mats to be able to get that made. Uh-oh, down air grab off of the ceiling, catching you off guard. That's gonna be a 2-stock to 1-stock lead here for Syrup, but Lima trying to even up the stakes right now.
Yeah, I love that setup from Syrup. You know, just a position where you would not expect a grab to come out. Had the setup with the block already in the corner, and that is a death setup. You tech that, you still die, but unfortunately, that tech was perfect for Syrup, and the up tilt into minecart